Hello boys and girls, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here. May I present to you a talkie vid? Yes indeed, Lemon Squeezy. A talkie vid, a commentary vid, which I have not done for a while. It hasn't been that long, but there's been a lot of music vids, MTV music vids, since my last commentary vid. And that's because I'm clearing out the vault. I have too many games. Too many fantastic, amazing games showcasing my fantastic, amazing tactics and gameplay. I just need to clear out the vaults, so it is what it is. What can I say? But today's different. It's a commentary vid, and we are on Sand River in a tier 9 waffle. We are top tier. There are no tier 10s. But having said that, it doesn't really matter when you're in this thing, you know, as far as I'm concerned. And we're gonna be having a fantastic, an amazing game where it is what it is. I'll present it to you, I'll commentate over it, and you guys can decide. Possibly maybe even drop a like, either or, I don't mind either ways. So as you can see, we're heading up the 1-2 line. We're very weak on the AB line, as you can see, but that's okay, because I always have the option to pull back here to this area and snipe on the Reds if they do attempt to take my base. And of course, this tank has fantastic camo values, and I have all the camo skills and perks and bells and whistles to the max on this thing. Chocolate as well, equipment as well, as you can see. But if at all, when that does happen, you know, we're going to be taking care of business over here on the 1-2 line. As you can see, we are spotted, so that's not good. So we, in order to get a peek over this ridge line, we're going to have to do some reverse tankology in order to get some shots. But this position is no good. We need to pull back, pull up a bit further in order to get some shots on these guys. Absolutely. So what do we see? Objects for 30. As you can see, only one heavy has managed to gone up the AB line. As soon as the Reds kind of figure that out, they will be pushing on our base. That will be a thing in this game. Absolutely. So I'm fully aware of this, and I'm anticipating that this is going to happen. Keep an eye on the Vizilla down below. He's like a true hero of this game. He really is. He kind of takes care of business, even though he's not not top tier. He does take care of business. He puts his tank to good use, and he goes where he's needed, basically. So we're trying to get a side shot into the Centurion 7-1. We should be able to. Yes, and we get a mercy roll and leave it on one single hit point. As you can see, this object 430 is not spotting me, even though he's only 300 meters away, but that's because of my fantastic camo values. What can I say? There's the Vizilla that I was talking about. He's still on full amount of hit points. Keep in mind, one piece of Arty on both our teams, although I do think we're going to lose Arty any second now. And looks like the first two opponents on this flank have been dealt with, the Object 430 and the Centurion 7-1. So I'm pushing up ahead, at the same time keeping a keen eye, a close eye on what's happening on our base. But I need to scout it. There you go, Mr. Vizilla. He sees what's the dealio, and he's pulling back straight away, stating defend the base, and he's pulling back to defend the base. You can see all those Reds pulling up towards our base. But I think it's a little bit, maybe my judgment call was that it was maybe a touch too early. Maybe I could get off at least possibly maybe 1 or 2 shots over here. And as you can see, we see the T95, but he's kind of, I can get that, but I'm waiting, and he instantly turns around. His lower plate, possibly maybe, and I do load premium for him, and which is a very which is kind of sort of not needed on the T95. I would say you just need those precision shots, but I do load premium, what can I say? And I've said this before, I forget that I've loaded premium and I continue using premium till I don't have any premium left. But you know, the adrenaline is pumping and all of that jazz. You're in the middle of a battle, etc, etc. As I was spotted, I ducked down into cover. I take care of the AT-15, which wasn't a big thing to do, especially because I had premium shells loaded. So they're jumping on our base. As you can see, 3 of them have jumped on our base, and it's only a question of time before literally we lose the game. 20 seconds to go, 23 seconds. But that Bazilla, which is, I'm guessing, is what's happening, because I don't see the heavy down in the valley there in the E4 area being able to place shots. I'm sure he's tangling with the enemy reds that are immediately in his vicinity. But now I arrive in the scene, and thank you, Mr. Vizilla. It's okay. I'll take care of business now. I've got it. It's in the bag. And Waffenträger showcasing what it means to drive in a Waffenträger and receive a shot. As soon as you receive a shot, you lose a crew member, you lose an engine, you get an oil leak, you know, all of that jazz. That's why it's important never to be spotted in this thing. Absolutely. So we're going to town. 0 seconds. We're going to town on these guys. This kind of really does showcase when you just you take the game for granted. You take your enemies for granted. You go for the easy win. You relax when you're seconds away from victory, and it's kind of like, you know, it's not over till the fat lady sings, and that's that. You know, don't count, what is it, your chickens, whatever the saying is, until you get that victory banner up on your screen. You know, do not relax for a single second. I'm going to load some HE for this gentleman, because look, I don't know where that shot went. I haven't got a clue. And going to be bouncing off the dead tank in front of him, as you can see. But pardon me for that. But I mean, you know, this game went from sure shot loss to we've completely evened it out now, and possibly maybe we have the option of winning the game. But having said that, all that's left on our team is a Leopard PTA, a Conqueror, and myself. We are up against the T95, which is in the little dip there in the valley. He's kind of pursuing the Conqueror. A Waffle, a fellow tier 9 Waffle, and a Udis, and of course artillery. So they have a formidable team, you know, on their side, and they're both pouncing on my 2 remaining teammates, as you can see. So, and who am I being spotted by? You can see I'm squirming. I'm not standing still, because I know the Waffle is basically over there to my right, and he's spotting me. And he can't necessarily get shots on me, but artillery is still in play, and artillery is deadly against this thing. You can easily, there you go. You can easily one-shot me, easily. Just needs to splash in my vicinity, and he must retake out 75% of my health, or one-shot me easily. Easy. But we have a secret weapon on our hand. The secret weapon that I speak of, no, that's not going to work. It's the Leopard PTA. The Leopard PTA is AFK, and he's going to be my secret weapon, basically. Because for the remainder of the game, he's going to be hunted and never found, basically. So that's going to be my secret weapon. And here, all that's going on is one Waffle against another Waffle, which is what I was presuming was happening. Because as I push up here, I'm assuming this Waffle is just as good as my Waffle, and he's just as good a waffle player as myself, you know. Until I'm proven otherwise, that's what that's what I consider him to be. Absolutely, 100%. So, and like I said, all that's going on here is he's outspotting me. His camo values are better than mine because he's most probably got the same setup as me. So there's no way I'm gonna find him. There's no way I'm gonna. I know roughly where he is, absolutely. But for now, strength in numbers. Let's still close this conqueror. But having said that, what can I do with my gun depression, which is kind of 0, with my, you know, I don't have that many options if I stay with this gentleman. The best thing I can do is to provide overwatch for him. The best thing I can do is he spots, I shoot, and that's the only option that I have, which was what I was considering doing when I was pushing over here. But at the same time, how can he spot? Because there's artillery in play, you know. There's artillery in play. So every time he peeks, he kind of looks up at the waffle, for instance, he's going to get lit up, and artillery just needs to work on him little by little, bit by bit, etc, etc. But the waffle decides to get very aggressive, as you can see. He's pursuing us, 902 hit points, and he gets a big shot into him from our conqueror, which is fantastic. Puts him down to a one-shot, I hope, hopefully, you know, for me. Absolutely. But I'm lit up, and he gets a second shot into him, which is fantastic. Guaranteed one-shot for me. He's going to pull out of cover here. Can I get a shot off real quick? And we exchange damage. I do manage to take him out, so I come off better in the engagement, but I'm only on 200 hit points. And you see the shot from the UDES just whizzes past me. Luckily, I have my repair skills and perks are to the max as well on this thing. And yeah, we could have lost the game right there and then. Well, you know, not saying it, but yeah, it could have ended right there and then. For us, anyway. So I decided, okay, I'm not going to pursue the UDES. If I do, he's going to light me up and all that jazz. I'm going to end up dying, most probably, because I'm only on 200 hit points. I'm going to go find artillery. That's the only thing I can do. So I abandoned the conqueror. I'm not really abandoning the guy, because I'm going to take our artillery, which and he is tangling with the UDES. As you can see, the UDES is trying to push up to the, you know, the hills in the 1-2 area. As you can see, I'm not sure, is he trying to take out the conqueror? I'm guessing not. I mean, he's must really hold down and all that jazz. Or is he pursuing me? Because I was lit up as I killed the waffle. So right now, I'm doing the best that I can for my team, which is search out, seek and destroy artillery. Find artillery. We switched compass because I'm anticipating he's going to be just across. Yeah, there you go. And it happened exactly as I predicted, which is the UDES was most probably lighting up the conqueror, and Artie takes him out right before I take out Artie. So it is what it is. And this is when my secret weapon comes into play. The Leopard PTA has not moved the entire time. He's pretty decent camo values. I'm guessing he wasn't lit up, you know, for most of the game, during the most crucial parts of the game. We're on 5 kills, 5.6k damage, which is fantastic. And now all I have to do is play the waiting game, because hopefully he's not going to find the Leopard PTA. Hopefully he's going to go towards myself based on the intel. I'm talking about the UDES here that he has, which is I just took out artillery, so I'm in this vicinity, and all I have to do is sit and wait, and we're going to win because we have more tank kills than they do, and that's it. Now this is the part where the roles are reversed. I have the camo values, you know, I have the binocs, I have all of that jazz. All I have to do is sit, wait. I did signal to the PTA just in case, you know, he sprung back to life. Stop, don't go anywhere, just be a pleb, don't do anything. And the Udis, he doesn't have anything up his sleeve, unfortunately. He could have come down to, you know, to my left here, and yeah, GG. Is this the only game when you can just sit there and just do nothing and you end up with a victory? Anyhow, very good, very decent. I did not need to fire all those premium shells. Absolutely, that was ridiculous. I hardly ever fire premium in this thing. As you can see, I did manage to achieve my second mark. A very good result for us. Absolutely. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.